Good day, I am Drake598 Shadow, and welcome back to part 5 of my playthrough of Rise of Insanity on the PS4. So sit back and enjoy the scare. I need to choose something to break the chain. So it wants me to go that way. Depending on when you see this video, this game is reduced on the PlayStation 4 store at the moment, but it might not be in the future. I have been enjoying I am a bit of a fan of horror games though, so something to break the chain. There we go. I would say the daylight is our friend. If you are a fan of the sort of horror genre, a very different style of game is Space Hulk Deathwing. That could be something that you might enjoy, that you could check out on the PlayStation 4 store if you're interested. That is a co-op game, up to 4 players, that me and my friends play quite often, so if anyone ever wants to join, feel free. I did see a deer, at least I thought it was a deer. Somewhat peaceful surroundings. I didn't miss anything, did I? This game does have a very beautiful art style, looking at that. I still have something to do here, but the boat is my exit, it would seem. I'm guessing that note will be from the wife. Strange sessions with Teddy have allowed to obtain the outcomes that my husband so strongly desires. Is a toxic father-son relationship worth it? Teddy is no longer as happy as he had been before. He had become very afraid of the darkness. On the one hand, this is normal at his age. I truly don't know. I can only rely on Eddie, but he seems strange recently. I have been trying to improve my marriage, but the complete lack of Stephen's interest in just killing me is just killing me. He is continually talking about his new treatment methods. I feel imprisoned in this relationship. I cannot see any future for it. I know it is a bit reckless, but I am beginning to feel freer with Eddie. I enjoy the interests that only he is giving me. So she was enjoying the split personality, or was Eddie one of the patients and the ghost is sort of haunting him? Leaves a lot of questions. Back to the walkway.
Therapy increasing the intelligence among children.
Teddy's 3rd birthday was great. The party was held in our garden. All dishes and desserts were made from fruits that were picked there. The only thing that got me worried was that Stephen took an active interest in Teddy's mental development. He is only 3 and his father is already forcing him to learn to read. I have to talk to him. So the father... So Stephen was pushing the child to learn. But then is Eddie a separate personality, or...?
Just for a while, to fulfill my dreams. During our romance, and then the ball.
Okay. Guess it's just a letter. The strange sessions with Teddy have allowed to obtain the outcomes that my husband so strongly desired. First passage is the same as one we just sort of read. The only difference is there's dates, and it's 2 days apart. So Eddie's acting strangely, but I don't know. Seemed almost exactly the same as the previous letter.
The subject handled the experiment very well.
That is not a good experiment, though. They have monkeys and rats do that sort of shit. Excuse the language. Like a safer way would just be to get your kid to listen to classical music while he sleeps or something. Surely.
I hereby open the trial against Edward about Susan Dowell and Theo. I hereby open the trial against Edward.
Could Edward have been framed? Breeding birds, taxidermy, all the best on your 7th birthday, happy. Why would you give a 7-year-old child a book about birds taxidermy. That does not seem smart. Okay, so jail cell. This is the first time we've been here. Doesn't look like this. I'm guessing we have to return there later. Phone is very out of place in a jail cell. Interrogation room. Interrogation protocols in the case of the murder of Stephen Dow and Theodore Dow, suspect Edward Blurred. The interrogation is conducted with Chief Inspector Samuel Wilson. After many attempts to make contact with the suspect, we still do not have any information. The accused is currently smiling and indistinctly repeating a sentence that reads, "The nightmares have stopped." His gaze is absent. He does not maintain eye contact with the something. He probably does not make any hint of the position that he is in. Without the presence of forensic psychologist, we are not able to obtain more information. It is assumed that the case will be closed with an insanity plea. So the question still remains is, from that it sounds like they suspect the split personality by, where was it, by attempting to make contact with the subject, or the suspect. Like, so they're trying to make contact with maybe Stephen through Edward, or Edward through Stephen?
Good. So maybe you would tell us about your authorial therapy. What do you think, Mr. Dow? Can you hear me? It's better now, isn't it? So, can we continue? Great. Did you know that Susan Dow was pregnant?
John, I know that tomorrow is Bowman's shift, so I've hidden the key for the door switches in a safe place. Don't tell him anything. Let's drive him nuts for a while. Workplace harassment. Not really, but... okay. Excuse me. In the case of murder of Susan Dow and Theodore Dow, the interrogation conducted by Chief Inspector Samuel Wilson and forensic pathologist Mrs. Vanessa Green. Thanks to Vanessa, we have managed to come into contact with the suspect. It has been established that he is single. He worked as a gardener for the Dow family. He said that for the last months he had been taking part in a therapy, and that it was to cure him for his split personality disorder. He admitted that he had killed his wife and child, but as he emphasized, he had not done it in his dream because Dr. Dow had told him to do so. it had been part of his therapy, we had finally figured it out. It is necessary to speak to Dr. Dow. So he talked Eddie into murdering his wife and child. Is that correct? If anything, I'd like to set the child free from his torment at least. Because he keeps leaving little rubber duckies. Sort of looked like a face. One day some psychologist will look at all this and analyse what I thought of each of these pictures and say I'm insane or something. Okay, we came that way, so we're going this way. Don't think I missed anything. Right, left, right. I'm not up to date on my Morse code, if anybody can translate that. So is that the key that it was talking about? Doesn't look like there's anything else here. Same at the start. The suspect is shocked. There is no rational contact with him. It is understandable in his position. He hasn't said anything new. After the murder, there were many different comments from the psychologist. World in the press. The witness has only mentioned that his therapy for curing a mental split disorder has been very ineffective. He hasn't commented on that. So he's trying not to take responsibility. And just claiming there's an ineffectual treatment. And that was right, left, right. I think. So we're looking for the safe. Was in here, I think. Okay, it actually requires a key. Maybe I missed it in here. No? Okay. Let's see. Okay, back down here. Maybe I was supposed to go through the end door. No? I am missing something that is probably right in front of me. Aha. So, right. No. Does this have numbers then? Right one? I am not sure. Okay, I think I might have to cheat on this, because the Morse code, I get the feeling, is giving me the number. Okay. Thank you, Google, because I am not very good with Morse code. I'm being told it's 327. So 3, 2, 3, 2, 7. There we go. Excuse the cheating. Yeah, Morse code is a bit out of date. I would sit there for a little while to work that out. And I'm sure that would be just boring for everybody. You're here for the jump scares, I'm sure. That's the only thing I can flick.
Listen, Bowman, give me some creeps, Doctor. I won't manage alone.
Well, I suppose this is as good a place as any to leave it. Thank you very much for tuning in. I've been Drake598 Shadow. I do apologise for cheating a little bit at the end there, but as I said, I'm not up to date on my Morse code. I will leave that for the next episode. This has been part 5 of my playthrough through Rise of Insanity. Be sure to tune in next time for part 6. Have a great day, everybody.